Okay, so this is going to be a quick video explaining the 6th annual 2024 Rimfire Challenge that will be held down at Post 435. The date for it, the actual in-person will be July 8th. Safety brief starts at 8 a.m. Range goes hot at 8:30. If you're participating in this via YouTube, I would like you to have your submissions videoed of what your final score, your target's going to be. Practice all you want between now and then, but the actual scored target, the day that you need to shoot it, I would like you all out there that want to play along to do that somewhere between, give you a 2-week window prior to it. So June 24th through July 8th. That gives all of you all out there at least 2 solid full weekends to do it if you can only get to your range on the weekends. And for those of you who are lucky enough to be retired or whatever and can get to the range during the week, you can do it then as well. But please do your video submission during that time frame, and I will end it on July 8th. That way I can work up my video the evening of July 8th and post it on Tuesday morning for the final results and scores for everybody. The match rules, it's really simple. If you've never shot any type of F-class or NRA high power or any type of organized shooting matches before, we're going to treat this like you would any of those types of things. There are 3 targets, and it's going to be treated like it's 3 relays. This will be relay 1, relay 2, relay 3. Starting on the 800-yard target, you can have your gear on your bench ready to go. Once the clock starts, you have 10 minutes to start cold bore, mind you, all right? And you have 10 minutes to complete that first stage of fire, all right? So that's 1 minute per shot for the first 10 shots. And then if you've got multiple people shooting it, which I'll have a full line doing this, after the 10 minutes is elapsed, if you're done in 5, so be it. If it takes you the full 10, but we will wait the entire 10 minutes, regardless if the line is clear or not. And then after that, I will close the range, and we will go down range, and we will individually score up each target. That way it's less of a nightmare to figure out the total scores at the end of the match for me, for the in-person shoot. But really, there's an alternative reason for that. And that alternative reason is that we take the full 10 minutes for this, and there will be at least another 15 minutes, if not more, of gaggling going down, and everybody scoring up their targets or scoring up their neighbor's target, and then getting back to the firing line, and then starting the next stage. And we do that 3 times. So this could, in reality, even if it only took you 5 minutes to go down, score your target, and come back, that's 15 minutes, 30 minutes, 45 minutes. That's enough time for the weather conditions to change. And that's what I'm hoping for. Because it's easy to get out there and shoot a 30-round stage when everything's perfect. But if the weather conditions change, or you have to get up from your bench and then reseat your stuff, your gear or whatever, I mean, you can leave everything on your bench, obviously. Just remember, safety first, open action, chamber indicator if you've got one, out there for YouTubers. But basically, hopefully that sends it home enough that everybody gets the gist of it. But it will be 10 rounds, go down, score it, come back. 10 rounds, 10 minutes, go down, score it, come back, start again. And like I said, whole reason for that, I'm doing it, is because it's relays. You don't get to shoot everything in any organized shooting events where you can get it all squeezed into this small window of time. You have to be able to adjust to the conditions, and that's what I'm trying to promote here. I would also like to say that I'm thankful for the people that have already shot this, that asked for sample targets of it and are already playing around with it. I hope this catches on and people do it. Scoring. The way the scoring works is 10 shots, possible 100 points, 200 points, 300 points. If you break the line, then it goes to the next higher score, just like anything else that you do in any type of shooting challenges. If it breaks the line, it's the next highest score. The X is still only a 10. The X ring is there for one reason and one reason only. If you get 2 people that happen to shoot it and they both shoot a score of 289 points, all right, well, they tied. How do we break the tie? We count up who had the most 10s that were in the X ring. So that's what the X factor is there for. It's just there as a tiebreaker. And in the event that two people shoot a 289 and they both have 15 X's out of that 289, well, then it goes into a third stage of fire. You reshoot this again, all right, and see who can, you know, come out on top on that next target. So, all right, hopefully that explains it good enough. This was a target that I shot in the last video trying to promote this here a little bit ago, and you know, I dropped 12, I dropped 6, I dropped a 5 possible out of, you know, so I got a 95, a 94, and an 88, which is a total 23 drop from 300 possible, which is a 277 for a score, which under the conditions the day I shot this, that's pretty good. And again, I'm shooting it with the, you know, $412 rifle, and it's only $412 because I upgraded the scope rings to a lower rise scope ring on it. Because Eli pointed something out in one of my videos to me that I guess I wasn't picking up on. I was changing my cheek well every time. It's because I had high rings on it, and my makeshift cheek riser isn't in the right place. But I'm going off on a tangent, so get back on track here, Mike. As far as the awards go, we have a floating or rotating trophy that will stay with the active members of the American Legion Post up here that person takes home every year. But the other thing that I've been doing for years with this is I came up with my own award to give out to people, and it's, you know, goes back to the old days of you know, when there was a lot of organized shooting out there, you know, with the post World War II guys that came back in the 40s and 50s, and this is the award that the first place person with the highest score will get. I have not got these engraved yet, but it'll say 2024 435, you know, champ, you know, or something to that effect on the back of it. And I am going to do up a second award for whoever the highest YouTube scorer is out there, and I will mail that off to you. And the reason I do this is because I don't know if you all have ever been in any place or seen it, but you know, again, the olden days, these are from like the 1940s shooting awards, you know, in Racine, Wisconsin, you know, 200 yard, you know, offhand, you know, 300 yard prone, you know, a kneeling one. I think these are cool as heck, and it's something that's been lost. This is an actual metal medallion. It's not one of those, you know, kids plastic trap shooting awards. And anyway, this is what you're playing along for. This and to have a good time. So if I left anything out or you got any questions on this, hit me up in the comments below. I'll be happy to answer them. And I hope to see this again grab a lot of traction and get people out there doing it both in the, you know, the YouTube world, and hopefully we get more than a dozen of the Post members out here playing along with it again this year as well. So anyway, thanks for watching, and see you at the range.